Hi, I'm Liz with Liz's Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how I made this busted canvas. And this one is my Glam Girl. So what I started out with was a Dollar Tree 8x10 burlap canvas and some core board, I guess is what it's called. It's that board that has the foam in the middle. And I just put my canvas on top of it, traced around it, and then cut it out with my X-Acto knife. And I had to go through it like twice, and it cut it fine. And I think I got this core board from the Dollar Tree also. And then I'm just going to mark the edges of the canvas onto my core board, foam board, whatever you want to call it. So I'll know where I want to put my design. Now my canvas was just a little bit too wide, so I'm going to cut it down a little bit. Not my canvas, my foam board was a little too wide. Now that looks pretty good, so I need to continue marking it. And I'm just going to get out my ruler, and I'm going to make my lines on my foam board. And I see that I didn't, once I cut that edge off, I needed to remark this side. So I did that, and right after that I'm going to go ahead and make my other lines. Because I want my design to be in between these lines. I don't want to go outside of my lines for my design. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a little while. I have apple barrel acrylic black paint and a sponge dauber. And I do the edges of my foam board first because it's just easier that way. And I'm going to paint the whole thing. The front, the back, and the edges, just like I'm doing right now. Now this is the back of it. And I didn't have to actually daub this part, but I went ahead and did it anyway. You don't have to. But you kind of do want to do it on the front of it. And the front of it is where we made our markings. And you don't have to paint the very edges because you're not going to see those anyway. I mean, you can if you want to, but you don't have to. Now I have some bling from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to put some of this at the top, and then I'm going to put a strip of it at the bottom. I'm just eyeballing where I want it to go. I mean, you don't, with this project, things don't have to be perfect. I mean, do they really for any handmade craft? Yeah, not really. So there I have one strip at the top and one at the bottom, and then I have this purse charm that I cut the little loop off with my wire cutters. And I'm just using hot glue to glue it to the center of my board. Now this is a charm and it says Diva. So this is my Glam Girl canvas piece, whatever you want to call it, my busted canvas. And this is a cupcake with a heart on it. These are all charms, and I did cut the loops off of all of them. This, I believe, is a mirror. Okay, that piece was a crown. This is a pair of sunglasses. And I got most of my charms from Fire Mountain Gems, which is an online jewelry kind of place. I don't know what you would call it. But you can look it up and see the things that they have. They have all kinds of stuff. FireMountainGems.com. But that's where I got most of these charms. And that is a martini glass. And that piece there is a wine bottle. This piece is a wine bottle opener. Now I do think these pieces that are related to wine, I did get off of a shop on Etsy. And that was a comb. And that one is a brush. That was a heart. This one is a heart. They're both the same, actually. Little tiny hearts. That one, what is that one? Oh, that one's grapes. And that one's a hair dryer. And that one is a wine glass. I'm going to try to get some of the glue strings off. You can use your heat gun to do that. And now I have some gem pieces from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to place those here and there. There's some odd shaped ones and then there's some round ones. So I'm just kind of filling in the spaces. And this is some more bling from the Dollar Tree. It has flat back pearls in it. So I put groups of 3 on my piece here. Now for the center in between those groups of 3, I'm just putting a little flower. It again came from Dollar Tree in their sticker section. So once I get everything on my piece here, I use an old chippy brush and put the same black paint on everything. And you want to make sure you get in the nooks and the crannies and the sides and everything. You want everything to be black. So you could put the paint on pretty heavily. Once you get it all on and get everything covered, then you can keep going over it with a drier brush, you know, just dry this brush a little bit on your paper there and just get the excess off. And now I have some metallic purple paint. This one came from Hobby Lobby and it was only 69 cents. So I do use the metallic paints as the top coat on these types of canvases or whatever you want to call them. I do use just metallic paints. I don't use regular paint. So this 69-cent paint isn't bad. The only thing is the purple's kind of dark on the black and you don't see it real well. So I was a little disappointed in that. I might need to put some of the white metallic paint in it to lighten it up somewhat. But I'm just going to leave this as is. I mean, it's not bad. It's just kind of hard to see. It doesn't show up like some of the other colors. And your foam board does kind of get wrinkles in it, but I kind of like that. So now we want to work on our canvas, our burlap canvas, and you just go from one end to the other end, cut it with your X-Acto knife, and then do the opposite ends. So you're cutting it like an X, a big X, from one corner to the other corner. And then once you get all of those triangles there, then you're going to cut the triangles in half. But you do want to go to the bigger portion of the triangle to the pointy portion, not the other way around. It's just easier to cut that way. And you can also do this with a regular canvas. It doesn't have to be the burlap. I just did the burlap because that's what I had on hand. But you can use the white canvas. Dollar Tree also had the black canvas. I don't know if they still have the burlap or the black canvas anymore. It's been a while since I bought these, but I know they still carry the white canvas, and you can always paint it. I just leave mine as is, but I know some people put paper on theirs on the back side so that when they fold it like this, then you see that. I didn't want to do that with mine, but you certainly can. I know there's a lot of the busted canvas out there on YouTube. I had never seen it before, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I want to try something like this. And I kind of like doing it. I don't know who comes up with these ideas, but they're pretty cool. It was probably an accident or something. Maybe they cut it and then, you know, they're like, I wonder what would happen if I curled it around there, you know? It happens. Happy accidents, right? You'll have to let me know if you've ever tried the busted canvas. And if you did, how did it turn out? So I wouldn't burn my fingers. I was starting to hold the canvas on top. You'll see here what I'm talking about instead of underneath. So watch, see, I put my finger on top there. So you get two pieces of the burlap, and so you don't burn your fingers with the hot glue. it worked, but I didn't figure that out until much later. All right, I think that looks pretty good. We're going to go back to our piece there. And I know you can't even really see the purple much, but I'm going to use the super glue, wood glue on this from the Dollar Tree. Just putting it along the top edges there. And then I'm going to put the hot glue in the corners. And then I'm going to put my canvas on top of that. And there you have it. Although you do have to put some type of hanger on the back. Isn't that cool? So that's my Diva busted canvas. Now I'm going to flip it over and put a sawtooth hanger on the back. And because you have the wood piece from the canvas, you can use longer nails. Because for one, it has to go through the foam board to get to the canvas wood. So I'm just going to glue my sawtooth hanger on the ends onto the back here first, so it'll stay in place while I put my nails in. And I just measured out the center of the canvas there, which is 10 inches, so it's 5 inches. So you want that mark to be in the middle of your sawtooth hanger, and then I just put nails in it. You can put little screws too, but they have to be kind of long. But there it is, my Diva busted canvas. Let me know what you think. And again, my name is Liz with Liz's Crafts, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up and let me know anything that you have to say about it.